Journalists. Journalists also play an important role in the modern life. Uh, they inform us about things that we don't know. About information, there is one important principle that the Quran has mentioned, that whatever information is communicated, more particularly the information which is important, which can have consequences, influence on the lives of humans, it should first be verified and then put across, because rumors are just not acceptable. The Quran mentions, if an unreliable person comes to you with an information, verify it. Fatabayyanu. So, verification is one important rule which all journalists must follow. Because if they are going to put across a piece of information which is incorrect and wrong, and they didn't do enough to verify it, then they will bear the burden of delivering a message which was untrue. The Prophet, may God's mercy be on him, is reported to have said that it is enough for a person to be described as a liar if he puts across everything that comes to him. He mentions to others what he has received, that is, without verifying it. The reporting should be objective. That is, apart from the fact that the information which is put across is correct, it should be balanced as well. A journalist can have his own views, can side with political parties, religious groups, other associations, but when it comes to his journalistic responsibilities, he must make sure that what he is presenting is objective. All different points of view are properly represented. And this objective presentation should be done in a manner that nobody should have a right to say or could make a point out that what is being presented is not representing a particular point of view. Because the obligation is to inform people who otherwise are not informed. If they will get information which is partial, which is not complete, then it will be wrong information. It will be misinformation. Likewise, apart from informing, journalists analyze as well. Their analysis has got to be objective as well. That is, obviously, we all have our subjective views. We all are, in some senses, biased. Yet, when it comes to a journalist, he or she should know that the analysis that the person is making, the journalist is making, should be as unbiased and objective as is possible. That is, one's own inclinations, one's own preferences should not be the reason why a certain article is written. Because when it comes to a journalistic analysis, it has to take into consideration all factors, not just a few of them. And that brings to another potential problem that some journalists are guilty of going through. And that is underhand, under the table deals. ये बहुत होता है हमारे माशरे में कि जर्नलिस्ट का ताल्लुक किसी फर्द से, किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से होता है, उनसे वो पैसे लेते हैं और फिर उनके हामी बनकर इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं, एनालिसिस करते हैं. दिस इज नॉट प्रॉपर, इट्स अनफेयर, इट्स करप्ट, बिकॉज you are being dishonest. So when a person is honestly putting across the information and the analysis, it should not be swayed, it should not be influenced by any temptations. And getting under the table payments for the sake of presenting one point of view rather than another is a bribe. It's bribe in another form. Because if information that is provided or an analysis that is done is not proper and honest, then obviously it is wrong, it is corrupt, it is dishonest, and an amount has been taken for that purpose. The purpose who is giving that amount and the person who is taking that amount are both involved in bribing, and we know that bribery is one of those crimes against which there is this verdict given by the Quran and the Prophet, may God's mercy be on him, in his hadith as well, that those who take bribes and those who give bribes are both destined to the hell. So a journalist, even though seems to be doing a job which probably is seen apparently as not quite as challenging from a moral point of view, yet the fact of the matter is, like in the case of doctors and in the case of engineers, journalists too have to go through a task which has many moral challenges.